You are not the creator. You are not God. However, when you tap into your spiritual nature, you will realize there's so much more to your identity, to your character, and you should be proud of that. Look, there's no right way to do your spiritual journey. It's your spiritual journey. Okay. Um, feel free in that, because there are going to be so many times where you feel restricted and stuck and sometimes confused because of the range of opportunities that the spiritual journey allows for you. But understand, as you grow older, there are going to be different things. There are going to be different nuances, different spirits. There's going to be different cultures. There's going to be different mindsets that are going to attract you. And you will change. Your abilities and your gifts and your beliefs will change. They will shift over time. Okay? So be accepting of that. That's the first step. Be accepting of what the journey has to hold, because you don't know what it's going to come. You don't know what's going to come with it. The spiritual journey, it doesn't end, babe. Like it literally continues. You will never be done with your spiritual journey. I would even say past death, but some of you maybe not, because maybe you're gonna be like an ascended, I don't know, ancestor or something, and you're gonna be helping people that are down here after you over there. I don't know. But the spiritual journey never ends. And the reason why you need to know that is because you will always think, oh, I've got it. I figured out what this is. No. It's always just the beginning, I promise you. But you should know that. It's never going to be over. The spiritual journey is a path, and it's a path because it doesn't end. It's just something you just keep walking down. Okay? So understand that as well. Your journey may not be for everyone. I'm not talking about you telling everyone. I'm saying the things that you know about yourself, the things that you receive may not be for everyone else to know. Sometimes your spiritual journey is purely for self-enlightenment. And let me be honest, sometimes you'll go through parts in your spiritual journey where you're supposed to be outspoken, and then there's other times where you're literally going to become the hermit in your journey. And you have to keep things to yourself, and you may need to isolate. You may feel like you have to pause your spiritual journey. Literally, like there will be times where you have to stop everything in your spiritual journey that you thought you knew and completely wipe the slate clean, and that's okay. These are all, like, everything is set up in a way for you to learn. It's set up in a way for you to become better. You can also quit the spiritual journey. I personally believe you don't really ever quit it, especially if you are connected to spirit. You can't really ever quit it. You can try to turn it down and all that, like we've all done that, but you can't really escape it, right? But you can learn to not engage, and you can choose to do so. That's also your choice. Don't let anyone tell you that once you're in this, you have to stay this. But I see this happen all the time in the spiritual community. You don't have to assign yourself to anything. You don't have to claim this. You don't have to rep that. Okay? You don't have to become a part of a spiritual set. Okay? This is also something that I see, and I wish I could tell people, like, you don't have to do that. The reason why is because you're probably going to change your mind anyways. Another thing, if you do decide to cling on to something, and you wholly resonate with it, and it's for you, you don't have to tell people. You can literally practice what you practice and just live it. You don't have to explain yourself to people, you know? But if you want to, and if you feel called to, do it. What I'm trying to say is, your spiritual journey is for you to mold. You are not the creator. You are not God. However, when you tap into your spiritual nature, you will realize there's so much more to your identity, to your character, and you should be proud of that. But you will also learn, the deeper you go into your spiritual journey, the less you feel like you need to explain yourself, the less you feel like you need to know. It's so interesting. A lot of us getting to our path, it's unlocked by us wanting to know more. But as you get older, and as you start to really, and when I say older, I mean spiritually, as you like really sit and become wise, because just because you're older does not mean you're wise. Whole nother video. As you gain spiritual wisdom, you will realize there's a lot of things that don't need any explanation. And there's a lot of things that you learn by just watching and just by sitting and listening. Listening is key. Let me tell you, listening is key. Shut up. Like, I know I talk a lot on my channel, but in real life, I'm an introvert. And when I tell you, there are so many messages. When I tell you, listening is one of the main ingredients to this spiritual shit. I swear to you. Listen. You will find out so much about a person if you just let them talk. I promise you. All right, so I think this is like what, part one? I don't know. I'll probably have like way more videos of these to do. If you enjoyed this type of video, make sure you like the video. Leave a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel. All right, because I do have more messages coming out. And if you resonated with this video and you felt like this is something you needed to see, chances are there's going to be another video coming out pretty soon that's going to resonate. Thank you so much for listening. I do appreciate you. And I hope that you have an amazing spiritual journey. And I hope that you really allow it to become a part of your evolution, you know, and for it to mold who you are as well. All right.